So here I am, watering the garden. Fuck was that? Meh. Hey, I'm an innocent bystander, and I'm here to show you my plight as an urban gardener. To be more precise, a suburban gardener, but it didn't have the same ring to it. I've had some good gardens and some bad ones over the years. I've put in a lot of hard work. Trouble is, I don't own my own land, and whenever it gets to be really good, I get a notice from my landlord telling me I've got 90 days to find somewhere else to live. You can't take it with you. You lose all that hard work. And for the last few years, I've given up. I couldn't be bothered. But last year, I came up with an idea to get back on that horse without all the effort. It didn't all work out well. And today, I'm giving you a tour of what's left of last year's garden. The good and the bad, and the complete fails. This is my workbench. This is where I dump all my stuff. Anything I can't fit into a drawer, or I just can't be bothered doing anything with right now. And this is where I dump all my other stuff. And this is where my daughter dumps her stuff. And this is a highly efficient, multifunctional workspace encompassing utility storage, environment control, and synthetic ecosystems that generate organic agricultural supplies. In other words, it's where I dump my weed eater. And because there's enough cover to keep the rain and the sun off, I dump my worm farms there too. I better check on the worms. Hope they're still alive. Now this is my spot. Everyone else has inside the house, but this is mine. It's my spot. I think there might be some storage space in it too, and I'm pretty sure I dumped some stuff in there last year. Not really sure what. More utility storage. Dirt. The lemon tree. It's in the driest spot in the garden. I do have irrigation around there now. I didn't last year. But the lemon tree wasn't in there last year. It was in a pot. I planted it here just before winter. Even so, I thought the yellow leaves might be caused by dehydration. But I had a look at how the yellow was forming, googled it, and it turns out I got a magnesium deficiency here. Spring onions. As you can see, they grew kind of well here, but I didn't eat them. Why not? Sort of about halfway through winter, I found the next door neighbour's cat shitting all over them. Chased him away. He hasn't come back, but I'm still not going to eat them. I am, however, going to harvest their seeds so I can plant the second generation at the end of the summer, and we'll see if I can't duplicate the good growth somewhere else. This weed garden used to have ginger in it. The foliage died off over winter, doesn't like the cold, and I'm pretty sure the roots underneath have rotted. But we'll see if I can salvage anything from here. This was my first attempt at celery. The diagnosis is one of two. It's either insects in the form of clicky beetle larvae, or it's root rot. I'm assuming it's the latter because I can't see any bugs, and well, it was drowned all winter. Unfortunately for both, the treatment is the same. Throw it all away and start again. Another first attempt. This one hasn't really started yet. I bought this blueberry plant at the end of last summer. Let it grow over winter, although it just kind of turned pink and stopped growing. I assume that's what they do in winter, because it's nice and green now, and it looks like it's going to do alright. Lettuce. Another fail. How can you fail at lettuce? Well, it turns out this particular lettuce didn't like full sunlight or lack of water. Rhubarb. One of the easiest things to grow, and yet I'm having problems that I've never seen before. Here we've got some brown spots all over these leaves. Didn't know what the hell they were. Looked it up, thought it was another disease and I'd have to throw these things away. But turns out it's just got extra large root system that can't fit in the pot anymore. So I just got to pull them out, hack off the roots, chuck them back in again, and see what happens. You might have noticed some yellow and purple leaves. These just happen. I deal with it by pulling them off and throwing them away. There's plenty of other stalks to harvest. These aren't mine. I did want to grow strawberries this year, but my oldest daughter beat me to it. But I bet I'm going to end up watering them. Now here's a success of rare awesomeness. A parsley plant that I forgot in the backyard for a year. Didn't water it. Decided to pull it out and chuck it in a pot last year. And it went to seed. I harvested those seeds, cut it down to nothing, and here it is. Nice and bushy, nice and green. It's a beautiful plant. Now this one's a freaking miracle. It was just a stick. It was a cutting from a lemon tree, but it died down to nothing. It was sitting in a bit of dry dirt all summer, and it was just completely dead. And at the end of winter I go to throw everything out, and well, it's got some leaves on it, so I chucked it in here. Now it's got a few more. Yay. So I've got a second lemon tree. Feijoas, I love them. Only it'll take another year before they get fruit. I'm going to have to put them in bigger pots. I'm going to try and turn these into a hedge, so I get a teeny little bit of shade. And I think I might make a little Feijoa wine. Boysenberry got too tall for the stake, so we had to attach a stick to the top of it. And it looks a little lame. We're going to fix that this year, and this year it might also get some fruit on it. This is second generation parsley from that plant I showed you before, and this mint just started growing here. Don't know where it came from. Now this isn't a plant. I'm not really sure what he is. He's been here longer than I have, so he's here to stay. So anyway, this ends the tour of the meh, and the complete that I left last year. And the next vid's going to concentrate on clearing all this shit up and getting set up for summer. I should also mention that we're at the 23rd of October at the moment. It's the day before Labour Day. I probably should have done all this a few weeks ago, but I really couldn't be fucked. Cheers for watching and have a good one.